very good morning. So in this we are going to learn about the concepts of project management. So in our experience we have seen many different kinds of projects, which might be construction of highways, construction of canals, construction of a house, or we have done some educational projects and we can hear this word in the software and so on. But what about the meaning of a particular project? As we know that if you take any project, that project consisting a set of activities or what we call tasks, which must be executed in a logical sequence within a specific time. Got it? But if you observe the projects which are happening in our practical life, some projects are able to finish within the time, but some projects may take longer duration because of various reasons. Maybe because of lack of resources, maybe lack of coordination and so on. So to overcome this issue, generally we see that there might be a lot of delay in the while carrying about the project. So to overcome that delays, various mathematical models were developed in the field of project management. So the obviously the objective of any project, object of this concept is to complete a particular project within the time with efficiency at cost effective. So I have already given the examples. Coming to the basic steps in project management, we have 4 steps in the project management: planning, scheduling, allocation of resources and controlling. In the planning phase, we try to write all the activities which are associating with the project and we try to arrange them in a logical sequence. In the second stage, we go with we will schedule the activities, and this means in the second stage, for all the planned activities, we will write its starting time and its ending time. So we will plan all those activities. We will schedule all the activities which are planned step 1. So once we plan once we schedule the activities, to perform them we require resources. So we will allocate resources in a proper way. So resource is a physical variable. We need to allocate them to run the activities in a smooth way. So once the activities are going on, then we need to go with controlling the tasks. So we do control. Controlling must be required to finish the project within the stipulated time. Now, when we are dealing with project management problems, the first stage we have to do is drawing the network diagram. So this is the most important aspect while applying mathematical models for project. So first of all, let's know about know the meaning of the network. So a network diagram is nothing but it's a graphical representation of the entire project where we will show all those activities in a logical sequence from starting event to ending event of the project. So while drawing the network diagram, generally we will use these 3 symbols. First one is arrow. So whatever activity we have in the project, those activities we generally represent with an arrow. Sometimes we may use a dotted arrow, which is representing a dummy activity. Dummy activity is a duplicate activity which doesn't require any resource or time period. But an activity, the first one must require some resource and some time duration to finish that activity. Coming to this circle, we call it as connector. And when we have 10 activities in a project, then every activity we will show an arrow, but each arrow will be connected with a circle. So the circle will represent ending of an activity and starting of another activity. Now I will explain how to draw the network diagram when we have a set of activities of a project. So this is an example which I have taken to show you or to explain you to draw the network diagram. So if you see this data, so here the data was given in the form of I to j and time durations 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 2 to 5 and so on. So these are called as activities, and 13, 12 and so on, these are called as the time durations which required to finish this activity. Now it's very simple. We start with the activity 1 to 2. So in this 1 to 2, 1 is representing for starting of an activity, 2 is representing for ending of an activity. So we can draw the network diagram like this. Start with 1 and it is ending at 2. So we have to take a connector like this, and we have, see, as we know that this 1 to 2 is an activity na, so we will use an arrow. Similarly, we have 1, 2, 3. So this activity starts at 1 but ends at 3. So this means activity 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 must have same starting but might have different ending. So we need to take like this. Coming to the next one. Next is 2 to 4. Under 2 to 4, 2 is the starting point, 4 might be ending point. So I have started this activity at 2 but shown the ending point as 4. Next is 3 to 4. If you see 3 to 4, this is 3 already we have as starting and 4 already we have as an ending. So we will combine these two with an arrow. This is called 3 to 4. Very, very simple. Every activity must be shown with an arrow. And next is next one is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 means this is 2 na, this is starting, and let's say from 2 we need to take another activity with an arrow. Okay. So this is 2 to 5, and coming to the last one, 4 to 5, and this is 2 to 5, 4 to 5, and this is 4, this is 5. Let's take 4 to 5. So 1 is the starting activity of the project, and this 5 is the ending. This is ending and this is starting. So this is the way of drawing the network diagram. So this is the way of drawing the network diagram when we have the data like this. But sometimes we might have data in this format. Okay, so when we have the data like this, we will go with the same procedure but in a different way. Now he's talking about an activity and predecessor. Predecessor means the previous activity. So we need to read like this. We go with reverse. So wherever we have blank, this blank is nothing but none. None means starting point. So let's take a starting point, and this none after A, and this means after this none we have an activity. And this activity is called as A. Next, A after B. So this is A, this is called A ending. So this after we have one more called B. So this is called B ending. Next, B after C. So this is B na. So B after we have one more called C. And this is C ending. Next is C after D. So this is C. After this we will have an activity called D. D after E. This is T. After this we will have E. Next, E after F. E after, this is E after F. Okay. Now F after, see, if you see all this, F after 3 activities called GHI. So whenever we have more than one after a single ending point, then from here we need to take in 3 directions like this. Okay. So what we can do is, we will, here my space is less. So space is less, so I have written in a different changed the direction. So this is F. So after F we have three activities called G, H and I. This is called G, H, I. This is called G, H, I. But remember, if you see the next one, we were given with G comma I comma H. This means that this G, H, I all have the same ending point. So same ending point means we have to combine these three with a dummy activity with a common ending. So I have clubbed this G, H, I with dummy activities like this, and I'm assuming this point as the combination of G comma H comma I. Got it? And after this we have one more called J, and after this we have one more called, this is J, this is J, and J, and after this, next if you see after J we have K. So this is J ending, next we will have K. Okay, so at least we have got some, with these two examples we have got some idea on how to draw the network diagram. Now with this basic introduction we can go with an important essay question called critical path method.